Hello.
What's up?
Oh my god, YouTube looks exactly the same. It's crazy.
It looks exactly the same, but everything should play a little bit smoother because it's not running on HTML5.
Okay.
What is this? Tulip? What?
YouTube. You know, the video with the videos.
Have you heard of the YouTubes, Rich?
I thought you said Tulip.
You?
I could swear I thought you said
That's
that.
my favorite. That's my second favorite website is utulip.com.
I'm like, is this some kind of like YouTube mirror that has different flair or something?
Oh.
That's what I thought when you said it.
No, you take a daily quiz to find out what kind of tulip you are.
What tulip best represents you as a person?
I'm unexcited now. I thought.
I'm so sorry. I can
I thought
actually
you
let
said
me
you-
see if utulip
utulip.
exists. Utulip.com.
Register that shit.
Maybe we should. Oh, somebody has it registered in parts.
Fuck!
So if we want it, we're gonna have to pay out the ass for it. We'll start a Kickstarter for Utulip.
There goes our $1 million idea.
Down the drain. All down the drain. So in any case, the nerd side of things, HTML5 and 4. HTML4, version 4, is kind of the one we've all been running on for the past close to 20 years. HTML4 was last updated in 1997.
That's amazing.
Isn't that? And so websites like YouTube and every website needs these third-party plugins in order to run properly, to play video on it, right?
Sure.
But now we have HTML5.
All right.
And YouTube, instead of like making the gradual switch over, just said, fuck it, HTML5 is default. It was great.
Alright, Jet, who wants to die?
You're jumping right in.
Who wants to die?
Oh my god. What? Oh, are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just asking in general. Who wants to die?
Well, other than me, I'm sure no one in this chat wants to die.
That might not be true.
That might. I'm sure there's plenty of people who want to die.
Oh god, that color is so terrible. Core Alec, I think.
Koralek wants to die.
Keep an eye out for people who say they want to die, because I'm typing now.
They want to die?
Let's see, yeah.
Okay, so Koralek and Bill Tetley. Bill Tetley wants to die.
Okay. Who wants to be a glowing green man that dies?
Is there an advantage to dying as a glowing green man versus just dying?
You die slightly quicker.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Captain Obvious wants to die so hard.
With a vengeance?
Possibly with a vengeance.
Okay.
Quite possibly with a vengeance. Also, I'm going to do a quick audio thing to see how we sound.
Should I turn the game sound down?
A little bit.
Oh, Jack, you're making me nostalgic for 30 seconds ago. Remember when we were talking about people wanting to die?
With a vengeance?
That was...
do.
Those were good times.
I remember exactly that.
Much simpler times.
I remember exactly that.
Do you remember where you were when we had that conversation?
I was sitting right here on the couch.
We're kind of just starting with this. There are possibly other plans tonight.
Yes.
Do they involve dying?
Oh, yes. I'm killing myself on live stream.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Oh, already we have another crew member. Who else wants to die?
Oh my god. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to say they want to die. Oh my god. And I missed a sub already. Working on it, Cinnamon. Oh, there it is. Frosty Snooze. Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, okay, sorry to interrupt your thank you, but did you just say cinnamon as in like...
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh, you were talking to someone specifically. I thought you were like saying like babe or just like, hey man.
Hey there, Cinnamon.
I thought you were just saying cinnamon.
Hey there, sugar. Alright, that's fine. No, Frosty Snooze, thank you for subscribing. Frosty Snooze has been a subscriber for the past 6 months now. Twitch now tells us how long people have been subscribing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we really appreciate it. Thank you.
First one I see after the new crew member was Mario 42.
Great.
I had to scroll up. So many.
As we listen to this wonderful soundtrack,
What the fuck?
not us, we can't hear it here, but as you guys at home listen to this wonderful soundtrack, you should know that Ben Prunty just came out with a new album. Ben Prunty did the soundtrack for FTL.
I assumed that based on the context of the things you were saying.
Yes, and he did the soundtrack for a new game called Gravity Ghost. And I don't know anything about the game.
I just want the soundtrack.
No, I have already bought the soundtrack and listened to it. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So this guy does amazing, amazing work.
You know who else just came out with an album? John Carpenter.
What?
John Carpenter made an album.
Of what?
It's called Lost Themes, and
Of
it's
spooky
just
sounds?
it's just like the type of synth stuff he was doing for his
the
movies
fuck?
in the 80s.
All right.
So it's sort of like soundtracks to movies that don't exist, and it's fucking awesome.
That sounds
I've
great.
been listening to it like on a loop while I've been doing visual effects for Space Cop. It's like I need to work these songs as temp music in Space Cop because they fit perfectly. They're so great.
The Real Quaid. Thank you for subscribing. These last 3 months have flown right by.
So is it they unsubscribe and then resubscribe? Is that what's going on?
No, you can choose whether it's a reoccurring thing, but some people, you know.
Oh, okay. I don't know how these things work.
And so for anyone, it might be a recurring thing, and then we see the recurring.
Okay.
Or they unsubscribe and resubscribe. I have no idea how it works. It's something you should know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
It is your stream. You probably don't need to know how it works.
I get a little bloop bleep that says when someone subscribes. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
So, Gravity Ghost, by the way, for those of you asking.
What type of music is it?
Little ambient, little. Imagine if the Tron soundtrack was more chill.
Okay.
That's what
The Tron Legacy soundtrack?
The
or
Tron
the
Legacy.
Trons? Okay.
The Tron Legacy soundtrack was more chill.
Okay. I was going to say the Tron soundtrack, that's closer to John Carpenter than anything else.
No, it's very ambient, a little electronic, some weird percussion mixed in there.
I would probably like this.
You would very much like it.
Cool. What is it? Gravity Ghost? Ghost Gravity?
The Gravity Ghost soundtrack.
Okay.
By Ben Prunty.
All right.
Prunty.
My gravity goat.
The Gravity Goat? The anti-gravity goat. That's what I'm waiting for.
Right. Right. The Gravity Goat. I have something very important to talk about.
What the fuck?
What is it?
Jay,
I feel like I know what it's going to be, but...
Your addiction to horse semen?
Rich! Rich!
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not supposed to talk about these things
I
on the...
assumed.
Gega! Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. No. Have you ever seen a show called Farscape?
I have not. I know there's apparently a little bit of a hubbub going out about your opinion on Farscape.
Jack's gonna be an asshole again.
I've never watched it.
So on the advice of Rich and several other people, Lisa and I had some time to watch a new show, and we gave Farscape a chance, and I did not much care for it.
Okay.
I watched the first 5 episodes.
Aren't there like weird like
can't
Muppet
just-
creatures on
You
Farscape?
can't just leave it alone either. He watched the show, he didn't like it. Now he's gonna talk about how horrible it is.
Well,
That's what you talk about. You talk more about things you dislike than things you like.
Absolutely.
That's just the nature of us.
Absolutely. But here's the real thing. Apparently, this is not an okay opinion to have. I don't know if you've been on the subreddit recently. Someone wrote a very long rebuttal to why I was factually wrong in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
People are very passionate about Farscape.
Okay.
They should be. It's a great show.
Here's the interesting bit about this is apparently the Sci-Fi Network and now Netflix has a different order of the show than the DVD.
Oh, yeah, that's happened with some other shows where they don't have them in the proper order.
And so apparently on the DVD, the second, my biggest problem is they didn't seem to handle character motivation very well. Like they never seemed to mention people wanting to go home or what their overarching goal was.
Okay.
And what is episode 7 on Netflix is episode 2 on DVD. And that episode, they find an Earth-like planet, and the crux of it is the main character talking about how he'd rather go home.
Okay.
And that's episode 7 on Netflix.
Okay. So Netflix has them out of order.
Well, they have them in the order that Sci-Fi Channel aired them on, but not Australian Sci-Fi. It's a whole big thing.
Okay.
The DVD is supposedly the correct order, and Netflix does not have that order.
Sorry, just adjusting the mic.
Adjust it.
Okay.
And so...
Sci-Fi, I want to say Sci-Fi has a history of doing that. Because
Yeah.
Sci-Fi also aired the Tremors TV show. Did you even know that existed?
No.
I think it only lasted like a season, but they aired it in the wrong...
Sounds like it shouldn't exist.
I've heard it's actually pretty good, but it's aired in the wrong... They aired it in the wrong order. So, I don't know.
I don't know what that is about Sci-Fi but in any case, my perception of the show is different than most people because I did not see it in the same order.
Okay.
And so my feelings about the show have to be altered slightly.
Huh.
This is all I'm saying.
Huh.
Would you recommend trying to watch it in the correct order then? Because there's Muppets on this show, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's enough to
And
get me into it.
And I did like that. The overall production value I described as charming.
Okay.
It's a little schlocky, but very charming.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah. So it's quite possible if you watch it in the correct order, you will not run into the issues I ran into.
Okay.
So this is all I'm saying.
But it is on Netflix?
It is on Netflix.
So if I look into it then, I have to make sure I watch them in the correct order.
Yes.
All right.
I'm kind of shocked. I thought you were just going to start bitching.
No, I
And I did not know that about Netflix.
yeah. Hold on. Actor interrupted. Thank you for subscribing. We very, very much appreciate it.
I don't suppose you recall the order they were released on Netflix, then.
So for me, it went Pilot, Space Bugs. It went Pilot, Space Bugs, some other episode. Oh, Pilot, Space Bugs, Klingon Spy, Rigel getting kidnapped, Peacekeeper Death Ship.
Okay. Okay.
And those, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually, in actuality, that was like 1, 7, 3, 6, 4 or something,
Sure.
you know. So I watched them a little out of order.
Well, that's obnoxious.
It is.
Yeah, I want to say there's other shows Netflix has done that with, too. I mean, I know Sci-Fi Channel has done in the past, but I think Netflix has done that, too.
Yeah. So this is all I'm saying is people were very passionately tweeting at me that I was just wrong, and they're like, this second episode, they find a planet that looks like Earth, and I was like, what are you talking about? They're on the ship, and they're space roaches.
Networks have done that, too, with shows that they, like, new shows that they don't have any confidence in. So they're like, this episode 7's stronger than episode 2, so we'll air episode 7 second. Like, they did that with the Clerks cartoon. They only aired 2 episodes of it, but they aired them out of order, and they've done that with other shows, too. And it's like, well, if you're unsure about the show, confusing the audience in like the first 2 episodes probably isn't a good idea.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
nobody knows what they're doing.
Pretty much.
Nobody knows.
Basically. So this is this is what I'm going to say, a half apology to any fans of Farscape out there.
Jack's opinions of Farscape do not represent Red Letter Media as a whole, and we do not take responsibility for the things he has said.
Well, and also, it's hopefully people understand that my perception of Farscape is
What the fuck?
was incorrect by no fault of my own.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
great, thank you for understanding.
I understand because I have no stake in this either way.
I think your complaints were weird in the first place,
Okay.
but okay.
All right.
Okay.
Isolate, mutate. Thank you for subscribing. Now that we've reached the 4-month period, I think it's okay to cuddle. This is me putting that out there. Putting that out there for you.
You like these stats that they give you, don't you?
I don't know.
It's fascinating to see how long somebody's been with us.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
agreed.
I understand.
I understand, mister.
Yeah.
Don't you understand things like that, mister? That's not in Space Cop in the new version. That's one of the few things that was in the original that isn't in the new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess
Oh.
the whole movie is going to
Well,
suck now.
now.
This changes everything.
Reshoot everything.
Yeah, the whole movie.
We'll just ADR that line in somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. That sounds like a plan.
So I know your name is Theodore J. Hooker. One, thank you for subscribing for the past 5 months. We really do appreciate it. But your name could also be The Odor J. Hooker.
I hope his middle name is like Jones. Because then he could be TJ Hooker.
Ooh. Either way.
No, that's his name was Theodore J. Hooker.
Theodore
right?
J.
That's
Hooker.
it's like
it
a
is.
joke name.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a
Oh,
joke
was
name.
there a J in there? I thought it was
Yeah, there
Theodore
was a
Hooker.
J in there.
Oh, never mind. I didn't hear that. I'm just dumb.
Rich
I thought it was just Theodore Hooker.
doesn't pay attention when I talk, and that's fine. That's fine.
I can't win.
You get-
I'm,
Nope.
I'm just gonna stop trying.
Oh, yes, I finally broke him. Urban Vermin. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. I like saying your name.
Thurman Merman? What is his name?
Urban Vermin.
Okay. Reminds me of Thurman Merman.
Yeah, and the subscription notifications are manually activated, so you have to choose whether or not you want to reveal how many months you've been subscribed
Ah, okay.
when you resubscribe. So, Twitch Plays Pokemon, you are correct. It's a new update.
But if you're cool, you've been subscribed for a long time.
Well, I think that's part of the thing, is so us streamers can recognize easily who has been with us the longest. Because it's a game.
I see.
Because that's how you win.
That's how you win at life.
Yep. Oh, sorry, OctoJ. OctoJ says his sub happened like 2 days ago and no one saw it. We only
OctoJ, thank you for resubscribing. And thank you for being a mod.
It's
We
true.
really appreciate it.
We love you, OctoJ. I don't even know if you can hear this, but here. Okay, real close. This is just for OctoJ. Shh. No one else listen. Everyone else mute your microphones, OctoJ.
Why do they want to mute their microphones and they're not listening?
Oh, that's right.
Mute their speakers.
You want to mute your speakers. That's how speakers work. Okay, everyone else is muted. OctoJ, you're doing a great job. Thanks.
Okay, everyone else can unmute their microphones now.
How
Or
will they
their
know
speak-
to unmute it if they can't hear you tell them to unmute it?
Oh my god, you're right.
This is a flawed system you've got going.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So, Jack,
Yeah,
did you hear about the Ghostbusters casting?
I did.
That's the appropriate response. Yeah.
Here's something you should know about me. I have not seen Bridesmaids.
Okay. There's a great little comedy buried in there somewhere.
That's all I heard.
Here's my first complaint about the new Ghostbusters.
Okay.
And I'm sure there'll be many when I actually see the movie. But for right now, it's 45 minutes too long. That's what I'm going to say. I'm calling it now. It's going to be 45 minutes too long.
It's not the original Ghostbusters.
It's not, this is the thing. Like, at this point, because now they're talking about Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones, too.
Yeah.
It's like all this stuff, like, it's inevitable, and it's not even worth getting upset about anymore. It's just like, this is going to be a thing.
No,
So-
I don't think there's any problem with it.
Okay, Kristen Wiig,
Yeah.
she's fine. I like Kristen Wiig just fine.
I think she's very funny.
Sick of Melissa McCarthy.
Yes.
I think everybody's sick of her. That's why I'm actually surprised. I know she's buddies with Paul Feig, the director or whatever, and they did Bridesmaids together, but
Yep.
like the last few comedies she's done have been like horrible bombs.
Yes.
So I was surprised that didn't have some sort of influence.
But she's also like writing partners with Kristen Wiig.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What have they written?
Didn't they write Bridesmaids?
No. No, Melissa McCarthy was just an actress in that. As far as I know, I don't think she wrote it.
Now I have to look this up. Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig go back.
Okay. That doesn't sound right to me, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say.
Now I need to look it up.
You know what I'm upset about? Even before it was going to be an all-female cast, I was completely against the idea of a Ghostbusters sequel or reboot.
Oh, sure.
I was in the Let It Lie camp. Now that it's an all-female cast, I'm going to be labeled as a misogynist for thinking that the movie shouldn't be made.
The movie doesn't need to be made. The fact that it's an all-female cast, at least that
It's like an extra gimmick on top of other gimmicks.
See, to me, it's not really a gimmick so much as it is another way to differentiate it from, like, it'll help if it was just if it was like Bill Hader and, I don't know, Will Ferrell, like, it would draw even more comparisons. So at least there's something different about it. I don't know.
They're trying something new, and that should be applauded.
They're trying, well, I don't know, they're trying something new and pointless to a movie that is pointless to exist to begin with, but, I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't care, because it's not going to be Ghostbusters.
Right. It's just, it'll have the Ghostbusters name,
Yes.
and that'll be about it. But the other two cast members are Kate McKinnon, who I don't know if you watch Saturday Night Live. I don't watch Saturday Night Live much anymore, but I've seen enough to know that she's like the best thing on it.
Okay.
She's a really, really good like comedic actress.
Sure.
She's like the strongest part on that show.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one is Leslie Jones, who I've only seen a couple times, and she is like the worst live performer on that show. She was on the episode with Chris Rock. They did this bit where they were like a bickering old couple, and it was like embarrassingly bad. Like she was missing her mark. She couldn't read the cue cards properly. There was a part where she froze up for like 10 seconds and then just walked off stage.
Oh my
and then
God.
came back on. It was so awkward. So I don't know, like, I'm assuming she does stand-up or something? Like, she has to do something that would warrant her getting a part in a fucking Ghostbusters movie, but based on the stuff I've seen on Saturday Night Live, she's just terrible as a live performer.
Master Kenobi 007. Thank you for subscribing. This might be the longest I've seen, 8 months.
There's no way
wow.
we've been doing this for 8 months.
He was subscribed before you even were doing it. That's how dedicated he is.
8 months subscribing.
Thank you.
OctoJ says he's been subscribing for 9. So we'll see. But we never see his subscription renewal.
Okay.
Different directors can work well with different performers, and you can get that performance out of someone who's even bad on live television.
Sure.
So, like, comparing a live performer to a screen performer is a bit moot.
I suppose.
say.
I'm curious, genuinely curious, like what she's done, because
Sure.
I haven't seen anything outside of that. What she's done that would make people think she would be appropriate for this kind of lead.
Well, and it really just could have been like a director's feeling about her, where he's like, "Oh, I know
Who wants
her.
to die?
I know I can get this performance out of her. Let's get
Maybe. Here's the interesting part, though. I don't know
Okay.
if you saw this.
No, because I don't care.
See, I don't care either, but I hear these things. I go to movie websites and they talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Supposedly,
Bill LaHecka wants to be killed.
Who's first?
Yeah.
All right.
Bill
All
LaHecka.
right.
Die.
and I actually think this is pretty hilarious. Supposedly, there's talk of Bill Murray being involved as a different character. Like, he fought so long to not do Ghostbusters 3, and now that they're actually doing something different with it, he's like, okay, I'll do that. That's kind of funny.
And I guess this is my whole thing, is they are going outside of they're not just...
How is it Bill LaHecka spelled?
Oh, my lord.
Whatever. It's with a K now.
Yeah, great. Is they're not just filling it with the young male comedians of the time like they did with the original Ghostbusters. They are
Because that was so terrible.
No, Rich, but they've done it. That's the whole point. They've done it. Okay, we're talking in front of context.
The only thing I take contention with is not inherently better just because it's an all-woman cast.
No. But they know that it's pointless. I mean, it's pointless to make the movie to begin with.
Yes.
I think we can all agree with that. But it would be even more pointless to remake it with just whatever modern comedic male actor is. So at least they're trying.
They're saying, like, this is going to be remade. Let's try to put a new spin on it and see if something can happen.
Yeah.
Now, I am not upset at all about the idea of Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones.
I mean,
it's not the worst casting in the world.
No, I'm not like upset by it because it's inevitable. Like, if it's not him, it's going to be somebody. Mm-hmm. I think he's a little too doofy for Indiana Jones. He doesn't have that edge. But then again, he might. I just haven't seen him in a role where he has. So.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, he's a comedian, whereas Harrison Ford was not.
Right, he was an actor, and he
Harrison,
brought a little bit of a comedic edge to Indiana Jones.
The movies had a comedic tone, but Indiana Jones himself was the cool guy you wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's more
He's going to be
overtly
like
comedic.
a mild parody of the cool guy you want to be.
That's possible.
It's going to be different.
But also, the cool guy you want to be is not necessarily Indiana Jones anymore.
Not when he's 80.
Yeah, I want to be Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal
I'm not
Skull.
saying they should get Harrison Ford back. I'm saying
No.
don't make more of these movies.
No,
Come
no,
up with
what
new
I-
ideas.
what I'm
That's
saying
the
is-
solution to any of these,
Well,
ultimately.
first of all, Dr. Talos, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. What I'm saying is the modern day symbol of cool is no longer the gruff silent type, the Indiana Jones type, right? That's no longer what kids think is cool.
What do people think is cool now? I don't.
Star-Lord.
He's not cool though.
I don't know what kids
he
think
tries
is
to be
cool.
cool, and he's a little doofy, and that's what makes him. That's why Chris Pratt was perfect
Yeah.
for that. So
It's no longer like people attempting to be John Wayne. You know, that's not cool anymore.
I think now being cool is being self-aware. Like you look at the Ant-Man trailer, and at the
Yeah.
end of the trailer, he's like, "Can we do something about the name?" Like now you have to wink. Like everything has to wink, and I can understand that desire to go there, but I don't know. I would like to see something that's just made completely sincere. The Dread movie. We've always talked about the Dread movie.
It was great.
Completely straight-faced. It has a
Yes.
certain comedic element because of that,
Yes.
but there's no winking in that movie.
No, God no. If anyone winked in that movie, they'd get their eyes ripped out. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, and the one thing I'm hoping is that it's not. People keep calling the Chris Pratt Indiana Jones movie, which is of course nothing but rumors at
Right.
this point.
Yeah.
They call it a reboot, and I hope it's not. Like
No, I think it's just going to be. Like, I've heard people compare it to like James Bond.
Yeah.
It'll just be another Indiana Jones movie, and someone else is playing.
and I think
Indiana
that's great.
Jones.
That's what I'm hoping
Mike,
for.
Mike mentioned actually a remake of Raiders. I don't know if he was wrong about that.
I don't. I would doubt they would remake Raiders.
To me, that sounded completely pointless.
That's
That
terrible.
would be no. I would think they would just do another.
It's just
Indiana
another
Jones
adventure,
movie.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely, that would be great.
that seems like the smartest way to do it.
That's the way they should do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, they don't need to make more Indiana Jones. They don't need to make Ghostbusters.
Right.
They don't need to do any of this stuff. But they're going to, whether you want it or not. It's going to exist.
Yeah. Have you seen the Fantastic Four trailer?
I did.
Am I supposed to?
Oh, well, do you know about this?
Oh.
And related to that, right this very moment, the director is back wherever they shot the movie. They're filming a month worth of reshoots right now for a
Really?
movie that comes out in just a couple months. So supposedly it's like a disaster behind the scenes.
Oh, is it?
But that teaser didn't, or is that a teaser? That's not a full trailer.
Yeah, it's a
right?
teaser. I kind of liked it.
It didn't tease anything interesting. It's just shots of like people looking at monitors.
You know what I
and-
liked? I liked the look of it.
Yeah.
I thought it looked. I almost like when I saw the trailer, I almost thought I clicked on the wrong trailer and I was watching the trailer for Interstellar. You know, like
I'd have to rewatch it. I don't remember anything sticking out.
like
to
the
me,
long
but-
cornfields. No, and you know you get that little glimpse of their suits. I thought the Thing, just that little peek we get of like the moving rock looked awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I have zero interest in it, but
Agreed.
but supposedly behind the snes it's been like a disaster
Oh,
shoot. So
That's really too bad.
they just cannot get Fantastic Four. There's always issues with the productions.
I thought the look of it was really neat,
Yeah.
and hopefully, it's not a total disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Having been the only person here who has seen all 3 Fantastic Four movies, my hopes ain't high.
Yeah,
But also, I have literally 0 stakes in a Fantastic Four movie.
yeah. I think if you're gonna do a teaser like that, you need some sort of, even if you don't see like money shots, you need some sort of glimpse of like an arm stretching or dude on
Yeah.
fire or something.
Well, we got that. We got a little dude on fire. We got a little
Was
rock
it?
movie.
What happens in the trailer? I haven't seen it at all.
It's just shots of people looking at computer monitors and talking about fate and destiny, and then a blue laser comes up out of the earth because that happens in every comic book.
Oh,
Although
my
that-
God.
That wasn't. Well,
It wasn't on Earth.
That
though.
wasn't on Earth. A blue laser comes out of an alien planet. Let's get things crazy straight here.
This mic keeps falling over. It just kept going. Well, let's leave it. We'll let it rest on the table here.
Okay, that's weird.
I don't know. That'll be fine.
No, like it didn't. The look of it, to be more specific, didn't get me excited about the movie. I just liked the visual. Like
Okay.
I liked how costumes looked, it looked like they were on alien planets, which is always exciting. It looked like a sci-fi movie, which I think a lot of superhero movies don't do,
Okay.
except Guardians.
Well, Guardians isn't even really a superhero movie.
Right.
It's a sci-fi adventure
It's a sci-fi
movie.
adventure movie, yeah. So that it got me a little. I don't want to say excited,
Okay.
but ooh, what's a word for?
Aroused.
You know what it got me? It
It gave you a big boner. That's what you're trying to say. We get it. We get it. Rock monsters give Jack Packard a big boner. We get it.
It got me not disappointed.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Indifferent?
Yes, I felt indifferent about it.
I was so incredibly indifferent.
Which, after seeing like Ant-Man, I was really disappointed by that trailer. That looked really boring and bland.
Yeah.
And so I was disappointed by Ant-Man, the trailer.
See, I wasn't disappointed because I had no investment in it anyway. I would have if it was an Edgar Wright movie, but
Paul Rudd?
I like Paul Rudd.
Everybody likes Paul Rudd.
Yeah. I like the shot. I think people kind of were making fun of it, but I like the shot where you see him like riding the back of the.
Yeah,
like
that
that
was
was fun.
That was fun.
But I couldn't get a sense of the tone because I know it's supposed to be more comedic, right?
Right.
And that doesn't really come across in that teaser.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
All we got is Mad Max. That's the only thing that looks straight up fucking awesome.
You think that's not going to be a dumb action flick, Jay?
How do you?
I think it's going to be an
this?
awesome Mad Max movie.
Okay.
Dubois.
Yeah.
Dubois photo.
Oh, wait, let me see. I thought you were saying that. What are you getting at? Du Bois? Du Bois photo? Sure.
Dubois photo. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it.
Dubois.
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 Dubois photo. Les
Foigois. Fiançois.
subscriptions.
Description.
est muy apreciata. Si.
Shit.
See.
Shit.
Oh, hold on. They're saying stream is dead? No. Stream came back. It's okay. Dubois.
Oh, someone just mentioned Jupiter Ascending. I forgot that was coming out.
What is
Oh.
It's the Wachowskis' new movie.
What about
Oh.
the Sundance screening?
I don't know anything about this.
Was it Sundance or what's the
Sundance is going on right now. Yeah.
Okay, so they had a secret Sundance screening. The movie got booed.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Well, all I know is the trailer. Channing Tatum looks silly.
Yeah.
He looks like comical in it. I don't know. I know that the Wachowskis, they tried to do their big ambitious Cloud Atlas like philosophical generation spanning epic,
Yeah.
intelligent movie, and everybody hated it.
Oh yeah. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it. I honestly
heard
had
good things.
I've heard mixed things. There are people saying it's misunderstood or whatever. I
Sure.
haven't seen it. I honestly didn't have much interest in it.
Right.
Because everybody looks silly. Like the Wachowskis just make everybody look silly. But that movie was like a huge bomb. So
Yeah.
now they're trying. Oh, let's do another sci-fi action movie like we did with The Matrix 37 years ago.
Right.
The Wachowskis are one-hit wonders. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if I've ever gone on record as saying I really liked the Speed Racer movie.
I've heard people say that that's kind of a misunderstood movie too. I haven't seen it.
I
Or
think
it's like it is what it's supposed to be.
I think it's pretty damn good.
Okay, I haven't seen it. It's
I-
very stylized and
Very stylized.
comic, cartoony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
One
mean,
of these days, maybe I'll watch
Ton
it.
of CG, but I felt the action sequences were amazing, and like they got like the story is a Speed Racer story.
Sure.
If that makes any sense. I really enjoyed it. I like their Speed Racer.
I have not seen it.
That's okay. That's okay. Mean Mr. Mustard says, Jack, stop talking ever. No. How about that?
Is this someone that's subscribed?
Yep.
They subscribe just to say that?
Apparently.
Or they just want? I mean, you don't have to subscribe to say that.
No,
I hope
Mean
you
Mr.
understand
Mustard is a subscriber, and he just wants me to stop talking. And
that. Oh, maybe he just disagrees with your opinion on Speed Racer.
that could be.
I don't know.
Well, I've said some controversial things. Farscape.
That's true.
Speed Racer. I was not disappointed by the Fantastic Four trailer. I know that's a bold statement right there.
You know what I never planned to watch?
What?
The Fantastic Four trailer.
Yeah. It's a teaser. It's the teaser. No, you don't have to.
We'll have to have a new teaser in a month when they've reshot half the movie.
I did not hear that. I think
That
that's
is
really
generally not a good sign when that happens.
funny. Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Oh, I saw someone asking about Whiplash. I still haven't seen Whiplash. I keep hearing great things about this movie. I need to watch it.
It's got that guy in it. That guy's great.
That guy is great. J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. I was going to call
The
him
absolute
J.B.
most
Simmons.
perfect casting you could do for J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes.
Ever.
Thank God they did that. That made his career.
He's great in that movie.
He's great.
Those movies.
He's great in everything I've seen him in.
He's a solid character actor.
Yep. Yep.
Whatever happened to that documentary about the Roger Corman Fantastic Four? Did that ever come out?
Oh my God.
Probably nothing.
Well, it was in production. Like it's not like they wanted to do it and just didn't make it. They made it.
Doomed.
Doomed, it's called. Yeah, the untold story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four, or something like that.
I am Googling it
Yeah,
right now.
look it up. I know they had like a Facebook page, and you could pre-order it. You could pre-order the movie. I want to see that.
I'm looking it up
Oh,
right now.
fuck.
Hold. Pause. Pause home.
Did you use the Google wrong?
Apparently.
Oh man. Someone just linked to it.
Oh, great.
What the fuck?
Oh, apparently it's available?
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Or is it still? Let me click on one. Is it still just for pre-order? Because last time I looked at it, it looked like it was available, but then you click on it and it says for pre-order.
I just added it to cart. Did you do the same thing?
I did not. Pre-order.
Pre-order.
Available 2015. Still pre-order.
Come on.
Come on, guys. Finish your movie. I really want to see it.
Oh, man.
We talked about that quite a bit, and it got cut out of the episode just for time. But we were talking about how we'd love to see a documentary and commentary, and they do have a commentary on their website you can buy. That's already available.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're waiting for the release of the new Fantastic Four movie
To tie it in.
to optimize marketing.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
I'm sure the Roger Corman is still going to be better than the new one.
I'm going to say 70% that's going to happen. There's a 70% chance that's going to happen. There's a 25% chance that it will be equally terrible for different reasons.
Okay.
A la the other two Fantastic Four movies.
Oh, sure.
And there is a 5% chance of the new one being better. That's my official prediction.
All right. Sounds good.
I don't know nothing about it. I mean, Fantastic Four is so lame in general. I'm a comic book fan, and even for a comic book fan, Fantastic Four is doofy.
I like Fantastic.
You would.
What the hell does that even
See, here's the thing. The trailer for the new one, Rich, it plays the, like, dark, serious, everyone has...
Oh, yeah, no.
And it doesn't work for... Like, Fantastic Four is just silly. Like, they should be... That's why I'm trying to think. I think I saw the first Fantastic Four, the Jessica Alba one. And I remember at least having, like a silly tone to it. Like, even though I didn't think the movie was any good. It's like, that's how you do Fantastic Four.
A Fantastic Four needs to be light, adventureful. They need to shrink themselves down and explore the universe in between molecules and
Sure.
discover the civilization that lives there.
Yeah.
That's a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, you don't play it like every other superhero movie now, which is, they all want to be, the Dark Knight.
They find the dimension where the cosmic accountants balance the figures of the universe.
You can't be that funny anymore, Rich. You can't be silly.
Someone is quoting something here. As a result of Disney's highest single shareholder and Marvel CEO Isaac Perlmutter's anger with Fox Studio over negotiations regarding the film and related rights to the Fantastic Four, Marvel would rather cancel the Fantastic Four comics rather than provide any promotion, however small it might be towards the Fox Studios film.
Oh, wow.
This is actually... Marvel comic books is going through a big universe reboot soon.
Yeah.
They do that every once in a while, though, right?
Not Marvel.
Not Marvel.
Oh, Marvel? DC does. Though,
DC
right?
does.
DC does it
Okay.
every week.
Okay.
But
Oh, Marvel doesn't do it.
Marvel has not, besides the addition of the Ultimate Universe,
Sure.
which was its own separate new universe.
It didn't erase anything that happened. It was like going on parallel.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the
Well,
old
why
stuff.
why would Marvel decide to do that when they're the most popular they've ever been?
Because this gives them an opportunity to reinvent every character
Oh, so for movies' sake.
to be more like the movies.
Okay.
And it gives them an opportunity to, say, downplay characters' roles in the universe that maybe they don't own the movie rights to.
Oh, I see.
Like maybe the Fantastic Four won't be an important part of the new universe,
Sure.
or the X-Men,
Or Spider-Man.
or
Although,
Spider-
isn't there talk of them getting Spider-Man back? Wasn't there something
Just
going
rumor.
on? Just rumors?
Just
Okay.
rumor. Just remember, but yeah. So the
Man, they
buzz-
are really banking on these movies being successful forever.
so far they have been, right?
It's going to die out. It's going to.
Probably.
I've enjoyed plenty of them.
Oh my God!
But-
John Keel said I missed a bunch of subscribers. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking back.
So the Marvel Universe reboot sounds like a fantastic jumping off point to be. If I were still reading
Yes.
comics.
Oh.
Okay, Evet Zadar. Yvette Sadar, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Groovin42, thank you for subscribing. Appreciations all around. Zekumido, thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry that I missed all of you. But we appreciate it. Every single one of you. We really do appreciate it. I get to talking and I'm not looking at the monitor. It's hard. Like, I want to talk to Jay, like...
With the computer in front of your face.
what I just did is I put the laptop screen in between me and Jay. Like, Rich is playing, so he's concentrating on something else. I don't need to look him in the eye. But, yeah, me and Jay are just talking here. With microphones in front of our face.
It's a little weird.
Now, how does this work, Jay?
I'm just looking at an Apple logo now.
I can look on your dash for subs. You don't have to physically scroll through the chat. Is that true? That'd be great. I'm going to look into that right now.
One of these days you'll figure out how this Twitch thing works.
Every time I think I have it, I don't.
That's okay.
There's no more to that story. I just don't.
Bucky, what has you had? Is asking about Samurai Cop 2. I don't know what we'll do with Samurai Cop 2. We'll see it, of course.
Sure.
I guess we'll make a decision after we see it. Who knows?
I mean, of course we're going to see it.
Say, of course, we're going to see it, as if, of course, we're going to see it. Maybe I won't.
Are you not
do you know?
planning on seeing it?
Well,
you
Rich
know?
is the least biggest fan of all of out of all of us with the original Samurai Cop, so
No, I'll see.
you gotta see it. I'm even if it's terrible, I'm glad it exists.
I think I was just in a bad mood the first time I saw Samurai.
Oh,
I
Samurai Cop.
I watched it with you guys once. I'm like, eh.
Nah, Samurai Cop is pure joy.
And then I've seen it a second time since. I was like, oh, why didn't I love this? So,
How do I view who subscribed in my dashboard? Tell me how to do things that apparently I should already know how to do. How do you do? I'm in my dashboard. You guys are liars. You guys are liars and whores. Stats? Maybe stats? No, not stats.
Professor Physics, that's the thing with Samurai Cop 2. We don't know if they're going to play up the badness. I kind of got the impression from the little bit I know about the movie that they're just... Well, up until the casting of Tommy Wiseau, which is... I don't know about that, but up until then, it seemed like they were just going to try and make a low-budget action movie with the characters from Samurai Cop,
Yeah.
which has the potential to go either way, but we'll see. I don't know what kind of tone they're going for. I still don't understand it. The Tommy Wiseau thing is sort of a push in the wrong direction, potentially, but who knows?
Agreed. Agreed that it's a push in the wrong direction.
Yes.
I think, personally, I would think that would show their hand.
Well, that's the thing. That's kind of the impression I got.
What the fuck?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? That's true.
We don't know what his role in the movie is.
Pika Juice. Thank you for subscribing. I get that name. Jay and Rich don't.
Pika Juice?
And I believe that's a play on Pikachu.
The juice part is what's throwing me off, Jack.
Huh?
Yeah. I know who Pikachu is. Everyone knows who Pikachu is.
Why does calling him Pika Juice make it a pun?
Because it sounds like he says Pika Juice when he does a lightning attack in Super Smash Brothers. That's what I'm going to assume.
Okay.
If I'm completely off, I've been wronger about different things. In any case,
Especially grammar.
Pika Juice. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Especially grammar. So wrong, Jack. So wrong. Am I? Yeah. Oh, apparently. Yeah. Oh, it's an Opie and Anthony reference. Oh, well, I don't listen to Opie and Anthony.
No. They're not even a thing anymore, right? Didn't one of them leave or get fired or fall off a building? Something happened. Although Jim Norton, the comedy guy Jim Norton,
Yeah.
he's on that show, I guess. Or was on that show. And there's someone posted a clip of him on the show one time talking about the Plinkett reviews.
Oh, sure.
Like, oh, neat.
Yeah, he might have just been a guest or something. Or...
No, I think he's a regular on it.
Oh, that could be.
I think.
I have no idea. I've literally never listened.
That's fine. Neither have I. I've just seen that clip.
I've heard the name a bunch.
Yes. It was a popular program, apparently.
I believe they were shock jocks.
That's why I would never listen to it.
Oh, you're
I
right.
don't care about that stuff.
Jay should save this kind of conversation for his blog. You're right.
Oh, that's true. I'll talk about it on one of my upcoming vlogs.
That's great. That's great. How do you think of the titles for your blog? Like, you just pick out what you talk about most, or like, how?
Well, the title of each vlog, it's just whatever I talk about in the video. And whatever I talk about in the video is just, whatever's on my mind.
Yeah, but sometimes you jump around, in your topics. They're not always so condensed.
Oh, you mean like if I talk about multiple things, why do I name it one specific
Right.
thing?
He's done that once, Jack.
Yeah, I've only done that once.
I generally, just asking generally, like, where do you get your ideas from?
Where do ideas come from, Jack? They just end up in your brain. I wake up in the morning, whatever's on my mind, that's what I'm going to do a vlog about this.
That's great.
And
I think that's great.
That's the way to do it, I think.
I think that's great.
That's what keeps it fresh.
I think that's great. I think that's great. That's a good question. Rich, how are you doing? Oh my God, you're dying. You have 4 hull
Fine,
points.
I'm at a store.
Oh, okay. He's at a store. He's gonna be fine.
There, that's enough, right?
I know. I would get into the yellow. Right?
Sure.
I don't know. I have.
I do this, and I don't know why.
I have no idea where you are in the game.
I'm at a point where I need some.
What the fuck?
That's garbage.
Oh, okay.
That's garbage and less garbage.
My turds are green. My turds are green.
Oh.
Thank you for subscribing.
Why would you tell us that?
We very much appreciate it. For the past 2 months, my turds are green.
It's time to see a doctor.
Okay, that made it work.
Yep. Yep. I tried to backseat game. Rich wouldn't listen to me because I didn't know what I was talking about.
for what?
They said, Jack, you should backseat game for a change. And I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm not
Okay.
going to. Shit, this UI looks like something out of a Commodore 64. Says something who's never played a Commodore 64.
Obviously, never played a Commodore 64.
Right?
Like, this looks nothing at all in any way, shape, or form.
Not
even remotely.
not even if we pixelated the graphics would this look like something out of a Commodore 64.
Because this game isn't really like a pixel art game.
No.
Even.
No, it's not.
Which is, I think, what he's trying to get at. They play pixel games.
No, this is...
But the idiot doesn't realize this game isn't pixel art.
He just said it as an offhand joke.
Yep.
And now he's just getting slammed for it.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I got a
man.
review.
Yes, VVV looks like a Commodore 64 game.
Yes.
That is correct. I want to say someone hacked Super Hexagon to play on an Atari.
Yeah.
And uploaded video on it. It looked pretty sweet. Ooh, Jay, how are those Nuki tapes doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. We need, a couple more.
Like two?
2 or 3 maybe.
2 or 3 more. Okay.
2 or 3 maybe, and I think we'll be good.
Great.
Almost there. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to the Nuki tapes.
Great.
So,
Great.
that's a good sign.
I'm really excited, and I think they should be really excited about what we have planned for all those Nuki tapes.
Oh, absolutely.
Once we get 2, maybe 3 more.
Maybe
Like,
3.
I think we could do it with 2, but if we had 3, it'd be like a sure thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
1 for safety. That's what they say.
Yeah.
1 for safety.
Well, to do full scale what we want to do. I mean, really 5 more.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll just look a little bit better.
Are you saying
this
we're
is
we're underestimating how
Yeah,
many
yeah.
more? Okay. All right, 5. Rich says 5.
Epic, Jay. Epic.
That's
Big
true.
epic.
Okay. Maybe I underestimated how much work was left.
We're also just
but-
trying to get this done, and so it's like eventually there needs to be a realistic cutoff point here.
I was measuring the backside. I think maybe 5 more.
All right.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, 5 more Nuki tapes. You heard it here.
So I buy this teleporter and it costs me almost everything I have rather than fully upgrading the ship.
Yeah.
The first thing I run across is a drone ship with no air.
Great investment.
Great investment.
Sometimes they don't work out, Rich. Long term. You got to think long term. That's what you got to think. Oh, that's a really good question, Cock Lover 9000. Jay, can you confirm the rumor that it took 12 years to make the film Boyhood?
Oh my god, I don't know if you guys heard this. It took 12 years to make Boyhood. It took him 12 years to make that movie.
That must be an amazing work of art.
Yes.
Great.
Well, I mean, it did take 12 years.
Yeah. And obviously, how long something takes to make is directly correlated with how good it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's great. That's great. And that's great. Everything's great. More so, I just asked that question so I could say Cock Lover 9000.
With a username like Cocklover9000, I'm sure you would love Boyhood. Because it's... That wasn't like a... No, that probably came out more like a weird, like, sexual thing. I just
did.
meant, like, with the name that Juvenile, you would probably enjoy
Oh, okay.
a sophisticated... A fake sophisticated art house film about growing up in childhood. I didn't mean it...
A fake sophisticated.
A fake sophisticated movie about growing up.
Yeah, that came out.
It probably came out like of some sort of weird sexual slam.
Who
That
wants to
wasn't what it was
survive
intended to be.
and
They
save
probably
the galaxy?
Who Wants to Survive?
I fucked that one up.
You did.
Damn it.
You did, Jay.
Bowl of... What is it? Specia? Specialk?
What?
There's one who said me. And I
That said me?
got a name.
Oh, there it is. Bowl of Special K.
Okay. Oh, bowl of special K. Okay. I'm sitting kind of distant.
You're right.
From
I found it. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
How come when I start typing, the cursor just goes away? Why is that?
I don't know. I'm very sorry, and I don't know. I don't know it. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry that I don't. Fine, everything's fine.
Fuck it.
Everything's fine all the time. We started a little bit later today than we normally did because Rich and I were filming the next episode, which I'm pretty excited about.
Can you say any more about it, or do you not want to yet?
I kind of painted myself into a corner with the title because we have to say what the next episode is.
Oh, you do it, yeah.
Before we upload the previous episode, so we can get that little thumbnail
Right.
image. And I wanted to title it "Why Super Mario Brothers is More Immersive Than Call of Duty,"
Okay.
which will be the title just because that's what I put. I guess I can always change the thumbnail, but it's more so why is this old classic game more immersive than this modern new game?
Okay.
And I feel like our conversation went very well. Went a little off the rails when specifically talking about Call of Duty, but hey, it has an interesting title.
Okay.
So that's all.
Well, fine.
Yeah. It has a title which will hopefully get people interested in watching it and have some good content for them to watch, not necessarily related to the title. Somewhat related to the title. Enough related where if I do end up titling it that, I won't feel very bad about it.
Okay. Well, I will say I am not a fan of YouTube videos with misleading titles, or
Yeah.
misleading content. So you gotta be careful with that kind of thing.
It's true. It's true because you could like want to watch, say, a video about like someone's thoughts on modern day news, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And you see that thumbnail and like, oh, this is someone's thoughts on today's news, and you click on it and that's what it is. I'd love that when that happens.
Yeah. You want to be satisfied and get what you're expecting.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's not necessarily deceptive, chat. Like it's a I don't know. We've had this discussion about what clickbait is before. And to me, clickbait is a intriguing title but then no content. Wow.
Continents? No
Wow.
continents.
No content to back up the intriguing title. You know?
Okay.
10 reasons why we love Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. And then it's just like a slideshow that you
Yeah.
click through.
Yeah.
And then after the first two slides, there's like an ad. You
Yep.
have to click off the ad.
And then like one of the slideshow pictures is like, because she looks like this, and it's just a picture
Yeah.
of her, and it's like
Yeah.
there's no content
Is
there.
that BuzzFeed? Is BuzzFeed the one that does a lot of that type of stuff?
That's 100% BuzzFeed.
Oh, God.
So that's clickbait, and so to me, having a eye-catching title does not clickbait make it.
Okay.
That's a proper sentence. but you also need an eye-catching title in order for people to watch it who aren't our fans already.
Sure.
So there's a balance between good title and clickbait.
I understand.
I know you do, but they don't.